Have you ever looked around and wondered why some people in their late 70s or even 80s seem energetic, independent, and mentally sharp, while others struggle with everyday tasks? The answer isn't always luck or even genetics. In fact, doctors who specialize in healthy aging often pay close attention to something much simpler: how well a person functions in everyday life. Can they walk comfortably? Can they get out of a chair without difficulty? Can they remember appointments and manage daily routines? These everyday abilities may reveal more about healthy aging than the number of candles on a birthday cake. If you're between 75 and 85 years old, or you care for someone who is, today's video is for you. We'll explore 6 everyday signs that may suggest you're aging exceptionally well. These aren't meant to compare yourself with others or diagnose any medical condition. Instead, they're practical examples of abilities that often reflect strength, balance, mobility, independence, and cognitive health. And make sure you stay until the end, because the number 1 sign has been linked in many studies to better quality of life, improved emotional well-being, and even healthier aging. Let's begin. When many people think about aging, they focus on the number of years they've lived. But healthcare professionals often focus on something different: functional ability. Functional ability simply means how well you can perform the activities needed for daily life. This includes things like walking safely, climbing stairs, preparing meals, remembering important information, maintaining balance, staying socially engaged. 2 people can both be 80 years old, yet have very different levels of health and independence. One person may travel, garden, volunteer, and exercise several times a week. Another may struggle with mobility, chronic illness, or memory problems. That's why healthy aging is less about your chronological age and more about how well your body and mind continue to function. The encouraging news is that many aspects of healthy aging are influenced by lifestyle. Regular physical activity, nutritious food, quality sleep, social interaction, and routine medical care all contribute to maintaining independence as we grow older. Now let's begin our countdown. Walking is one of the simplest forms of exercise, yet it tells us a great deal about overall health. If you're between 75 and 85 years old and you can comfortably walk for 20 to 30 minutes at your own pace, that's often a positive sign. Walking requires several body systems to work together. Your heart pumps oxygen-rich blood to your muscles. Your lungs supply oxygen. Your joints allow smooth movement. Your muscles provide strength and endurance. Your brain coordinates balance and direction. When all of these systems work together efficiently, walking becomes easier. Regular walking has been associated with numerous health benefits, including supporting cardiovascular health, maintaining muscle strength, improving balance, helping manage blood sugar, supporting bone health, enhancing mood, promoting better sleep. That doesn't mean everyone should aim for the same distance or speed. Health conditions such as arthritis, heart disease, lung disease, or previous injuries can affect mobility. The important thing is staying as active as your healthcare provider recommends. Even shorter walks taken consistently throughout the week can provide meaningful benefits. If you already enjoy walking, consider inviting a friend or family member to join you. Walking together not only supports physical health but can also encourage social connection, which we'll discuss later in this video. Now let's move to the 5th sign. It may sound surprisingly simple: standing up from a chair. But this everyday movement tells healthcare professionals quite a lot about your physical function. When you rise from a seated position without pushing off with your hands, your body relies on several important abilities: leg strength, core stability, balance, coordination, joint mobility. These abilities are essential for maintaining independence. Think about how many times you stand up every day. Getting out of bed, standing after meals, using the bathroom, getting into and out of a car, visiting friends, shopping. If standing becomes increasingly difficult, everyday life can become much more challenging. Research has shown that maintaining lower body strength is closely linked with mobility and independence in older adults. The good news is that muscles can respond to exercise at almost any age. Simple activities approved by your healthcare provider, such as chair squats, gentle resistance training, or walking, can help maintain muscle strength. Of course, everyone is different. Some people may need to use their hands because of arthritis, knee replacements, or other medical conditions. That doesn't necessarily mean they're unhealthy. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is maintaining as much strength and function as possible. If you notice standing up becoming more difficult than it used to be, it may be worth discussing with your healthcare provider or a physical therapist. Early intervention often helps preserve independence. Now let's look at another important ability that supports healthy aging. Occasionally forgetting where you left your glasses or why you walked into a room happens to people of all ages. Minor memory lapses can be a normal part of life. However, being able to manage everyday responsibilities independently is an encouraging sign of healthy cognitive function. Examples include remembering to take medications, keeping medical appointments, paying bills on time, following recipes, remembering family birthdays, holding conversations without losing track, planning your daily routine. These activities rely on several brain functions working together, including attention, memory, planning, and decision-making. Keeping your brain active may help support cognitive health as you age. Activities such as reading, learning new skills, doing crossword puzzles, playing card games, practicing a musical instrument, or engaging in meaningful conversations can all help keep the mind stimulated. Physical activity also plays a role. Research suggests that regular exercise supports healthy blood flow to the brain and contributes to overall brain health. Quality sleep is equally important. During sleep, the brain performs many essential maintenance processes that support learning and memory. If you notice significant or worsening memory changes that interfere with daily life, it's important to discuss them with your healthcare provider. Many conditions, including medication side effects, vitamin deficiencies, thyroid disorders, sleep problems, depression, and hearing loss, can affect memory and may be treatable. Healthy aging isn't about having a perfect memory. It's about maintaining the ability to live independently and continue enjoying everyday life. So far, we've covered walking, leg strength, and memory. But the next three signs may be even more important because they involve safety, nutrition, and one of the strongest predictors of healthy aging, something many people don't immediately think about. So far, we've discussed three encouraging signs of healthy aging. Walking comfortably for 20 to 30 minutes. Standing up from a chair without using your hands. Remembering everyday tasks and responsibilities. Each of these abilities reflects a combination of strength, mobility, balance, and cognitive function. Now let's continue with the next sign, one that plays a major role in preventing injuries and maintaining independence. Balance is one of those abilities many people take for granted until they begin to lose it. When you're younger, standing, turning, reaching, or walking across uneven ground often happens automatically. But as we age, balance becomes increasingly important. Why? Because falls are one of the leading causes of injury among older adults. A single fall can sometimes lead to fractures, hospitalization, reduced mobility, and a loss of confidence. That's why healthcare professionals pay close attention to balance. If you're between 75 and 85 years old and you can move around confidently without constantly worrying about falling, that's often an encouraging sign. Good balance depends on several systems working together. Strong muscles. Healthy joints. Vision. Inner ear function. Nerve function. Brain coordination. If any of these systems are affected, balance can become more challenging. Simple activities often reflect healthy balance, including walking on uneven sidewalks, stepping over obstacles, reaching for items on shelves, Climbing stairs carefully. Turning around without feeling unsteady. One reason balance matters so much is that it supports independence. People who maintain good balance often feel more confident leaving the house, shopping, visiting friends, attending community events, and participating in physical activities. The encouraging news is that balance can often be improved. Exercises such as walking, Tai Chi, gentle yoga, strength training, physical therapy programs may help support balance and stability when performed safely and appropriately. Always consult your healthcare provider before beginning a new exercise routine, especially if you have medical conditions that affect mobility. Even small improvements in balance can make daily life safer and more enjoyable. Now let's move to a sign that many people overlook, yet it reveals a great deal about both physical and cognitive health. At first glance, preparing a meal might not seem like a major accomplishment. But think about everything involved. Planning meals. Remembering ingredients. Shopping for groceries. Using kitchen equipment safely. Following instructions. Managing timing. Cleaning up afterward. These tasks require a combination of physical ability, cognitive function, organization, and motivation. That's why healthcare professionals often view meal preparation as an important indicator of independence. If you're still preparing healthy meals for yourself at ages 75 to 85, that's often a positive sign. Nutrition itself also plays a major role in healthy aging. The foods we choose provide the building blocks for muscles, bones, organs, brain function, immune health. A balanced eating pattern may include vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, beans and legumes, healthy fats, adequate hydration. Unfortunately, some older adults begin skipping meals or relying heavily on highly processed convenience foods. This can happen for many reasons. Reduced appetite, difficulty shopping, limited mobility, fatigue, social isolation, financial concerns. Over time, poor nutrition may contribute to muscle loss, weakness, fatigue, and other health challenges. Preparing meals doesn't have to be complicated. Simple meals can still be nutritious. Examples include oatmeal with berries and nuts, vegetable soup with beans, grilled fish with vegetables, eggs with whole grain toast, Greek yogurt with fruit. The goal isn't gourmet cooking. The goal is maintaining the ability to nourish yourself consistently. And that ability often reflects healthy aging. You may have noticed a common theme throughout today's list. We're not focusing on extreme athletic achievements. We're focusing on everyday function. Why? Because everyday function often predicts quality of life more accurately than many people realize. Being able to walk comfortably, stand up independently, maintain balance, remember daily responsibilities, and prepare meals allows people to stay engaged in life. These abilities support independence, confidence, safety, social participation, physical activity, emotional well-being. Researchers studying aging frequently find that maintaining function is one of the strongest predictors of healthy aging. This doesn't mean everyone should perform these activities perfectly. Health conditions, injuries, and disabilities can affect what people are able to do. The goal is not comparison. The goal is preserving as much function as possible for as long as possible. Many viewers may be wondering, what can I do right now to support healthy aging? Let's look at several practical strategies. Movement remains one of the most powerful tools for maintaining strength and mobility. Activities may include walking, swimming, cycling, strength training, gardening, stretching exercises, Choose activities appropriate for your fitness level and medical history. Protein supports muscle maintenance. Good sources include fish, eggs, poultry, Greek yogurt, beans, lentils, tofu. Discuss your individual protein needs with your healthcare provider or registered dietitian. Quality sleep supports memory, mood, energy, immune function, overall health. Many older adults underestimate how important sleep remains throughout life. Challenge your brain regularly through reading, puzzles, learning new skills, educational videos, hobbies, meaningful conversations. Mental stimulation helps keep the brain engaged. Regular checkups allow healthcare providers to monitor blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, vision, hearing, medication safety. Preventive care becomes increasingly important with age. We've now covered 5 signs of healthy aging. But one important sign remains. In fact, researchers have repeatedly found that it may be one of the strongest predictors of overall well-being in older adults. It isn't about strength. It isn't about memory. And it isn't about exercise. It's something many people underestimate until it's missing. We've already covered 5 encouraging signs of healthy aging. Walking comfortably for 20 to 30 minutes. Standing up from a chair without using your hands. Remembering everyday tasks. Maintaining good balance. Preparing healthy meals. Each of these reflects a combination of physical strength, mental function, and independence. Now it's time for the number 1 sign on today's list. It may not be what you expected. It's not about lifting heavy weights or running long distances. Instead, it's something that research has consistently linked with healthier aging, better emotional well-being, and a higher quality of life. As people grow older, it's natural for life to change. Children move away. Friends retire or relocate. Some loved ones pass away. Health problems may make it harder to get out of the house. Over time, many older adults begin spending more time alone. While occasional solitude can be peaceful, long-term social isolation is different. Researchers have found that staying socially connected is associated with better physical health, emotional well-being, and cognitive function. Although social connection cannot prevent disease on its own, it is considered an important part of healthy aging. Being socially active doesn't mean you need a large circle of friends. What matters most is having meaningful interactions. This could include calling a family member, meeting a friend for coffee, attending a community group, volunteering, participating in a religious congregation if that's part of your life, joining a walking group, playing cards or board games, taking a class, video chatting with grandchildren. These interactions stimulate the brain, encourage movement, provide emotional support, and give many people a greater sense of purpose. Purpose itself has been linked in research to better well-being as people age. Many adults in their late 70s and 80s who continue learning, helping others, and staying engaged with their communities often report greater life satisfaction. If mobility makes leaving home difficult, technology can also help. Video calls, online classes, and virtual social groups allow many older adults to stay connected even when travel is limited. Healthy aging isn't only about keeping your body strong. It's also about nurturing your relationships and staying connected to the people and activities that matter to you. The 6 signs we've discussed today don't happen by accident. They're often supported by everyday habits that protect physical and mental health over time. Here are 5 habits worth practicing. Your body was designed to move. Even light physical activity can help maintain muscle strength, joint flexibility, heart health, balance, energy levels, You don't have to exercise for hours. A daily walk, gentle stretching, gardening, swimming, or chair exercises can all contribute to better health. The key is consistency. Food provides the nutrients your body needs to repair tissues, support muscles, and keep organs functioning properly. Aim to include vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, beans and lentils, healthy fats such as olive oil and nuts. Try to limit foods high in added sugars, excess sodium, and heavily processed ingredients. Healthy eating isn't about perfection. It's about making nourishing choices most of the time. Just as muscles benefit from exercise, the brain benefits from regular stimulation. Consider activities such as reading books, crossword puzzles, learning a new language, playing a musical instrument, doing jigsaw puzzles, taking educational classes, trying a new hobby. Keeping your mind active may help support cognitive health and lifelong learning. Routine medical care becomes increasingly important with age. Regular checkups can help identify health concerns before they become more serious. Talk with your healthcare provider about blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, vision, hearing, bone health, vaccinations, medication reviews. Preventive care can help you maintain your independence for longer. Life after 75 comes with challenges, but it also brings wisdom, experience, and resilience. Many older adults find joy in spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, volunteering, traveling, or simply appreciating everyday moments. A positive outlook doesn't mean ignoring difficulties. It means focusing on what you can do rather than only on what you've lost. Small daily moments of gratitude, purpose, and connection can contribute to emotional well-being. Let's review the 6 encouraging signs we discussed today. Number 6, you can walk comfortably for 20 to 30 minutes. Number 5, you can stand up from a chair without using your hands. Number 4, you remember everyday tasks and responsibilities. Number 3, you maintain good balance. Number 2, you prepare healthy meals for yourself. Number 1, you stay socially active and maintain meaningful relationships. If you can still do several of these things between the ages of 75 and 85, they're encouraging signs that you're maintaining important aspects of physical, mental, and social function. If some of these abilities have become more difficult, don't be discouraged. Healthy aging isn't about perfection. Many people improve their strength, balance, endurance, and confidence through regular physical activity, nutritious eating, social engagement, and appropriate medical care. The goal isn't to compete with anyone else. The goal is to stay as healthy, independent, and active as possible for your own circumstances. Remember, every small step counts. Taking a short walk, preparing one healthy meal, calling a friend, or doing a few simple strengthening exercises today can help support your well-being tomorrow. If you found today's video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based videos about healthy aging, heart health, brain health, nutrition, diabetes, kidney health, and living well after 60. We'd also love to hear from you. Which of these 6 things can you still do comfortably, and which one would you like to improve? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experiences may encourage and inspire other viewers. If you know a parent, grandparent, friend, or neighbor who could benefit from this information, please share this video with them. Together, we can help more people stay informed and age with confidence. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.